Let's bring in Ikram Sehgal. He is a security and defence analyst joining us live from Karachi to talk about the security challenges now that the country is facing. Sir, I want to start with this threats basically from this faction of the Pakistani Taliban. They're saying they're going to attack again. What kind of threat is that for the country? Is that something that authorities are taking serious?
The authorities are certainly taking it very seriously, because this was expected that they would come and attack soft targets in Pakistan. As you know, a couple of days ago, they tried to take a cadet college students hostage, like the APS incident back about 7-8 years ago. Now, similarly, that attack has failed, and this attack, at the moment your suicide bomber puts on his jacket, he's successful. So one can expect, with all the cells that there are in this country already existing, and the amount of Afghan refugees that occupy major portions of Karachi, Islamabad, Lahore, Quetta, and many other towns and cities. So there are cells all over, and you can expect that there will be people who will be mobilized to make these attacks.
You said this was expected. What are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's very clear that their aim is to dismantle the present ideology of Pakistan and impose the same ideology that they're imposing as a minority in Afghanistan. The Taliban are actually, the one Taliban are minority in this thing. A lot of people do not know that the Afghan Taliban forces consisted of 30% of mujahideen who had gone across from madrasas in Pakistan. So once the Afghan managed to get, through the Doha agreement, managed to get the NATO forces out of Afghanistan, they turned their attention to Pakistan. And obviously, it took them some time to consolidate. And then, of course, they mobilized all their sleeper cells all over the country. And, with the amount of logistics they have to carry out terror operations is fundamentally something that is, if somebody was not expecting it, I think you're living in a fool's world.
You're talking about Afghanistan. There's also been some finger pointing towards India. So you're saying there's definitely an international element to what's happening?
The Chanakya saying is enemy of an enemy is a friend. Now, the same Indians that opposed the Taliban and Mujahideen for over 45 years, suddenly have embraced them, right? Now, they've till the Doha Agreement, and even afterwards, the Indians were very militant, very vocal about the Taliban, and even till the day the NATO forces pulled out of Afghanistan. So suddenly you have, the same day the Muttaqi goes around, the foreign minister goes to Delhi, and then suddenly you have a spate of attacks all across the border starting. And then it's not only the border attacks may have ceased, but the point is that under the cover of those attacks, a lot of other infiltrators have come into Afghanistan. And, let's put terrorism. Terrorism is just not like, a small thing. You have to have money. You have to have organized crime to create documents. You don't take explosives off shelves. You buy the explosives. You have to have transportation. You have to have safe houses. And all these things got together. The moment a suicide bomber puts on his jacket, he's successful. Because wherever he blows the jacket, somebody is going to die. And look at this thing, etc. Now, you say about India, 100% Indians are mixed up in it, because they have said so. I mean, they have not missed their words in saying what they would like to do to Pakistan, to Balochistan, and etc. here. So I think, it's disingenuous to say that they are not mixed up in it.
Let me just double check exactly. What are you saying? Who's involved in it when you're talking about India being mixed up in it? Who is that?
Well, Indian Research Analytical Wing has operated for a long time in Afghanistan. And in the previous government that came before the Taliban government, we used to call them consulates, but they had outposts in 16 or 18 places along the border.
But do you have any
in which
evidence
they
to,
used
to base that, do you have any evidence for that claim that India is involved in this?
Of course, for God's sake. I mean, you look at what the Indians have been saying for the last so many days. And not only that, I think the Pakistan government has given ample evidence to the thing. I don't have personally any evidence in that sense that I can't take long term. I'm not an intelligence agency or something, but I have to depend upon what our contacts in the government say. And our contacts in the government have got a plethora of evidence pointing towards Indian involvement. And then you see that. You see the way the Afghans who have been opposed by the Indians for 45 years embrace them immediately just because they had a common objective. Like I said before, the Chanakya principle, an enemy of an enemy is an enemy, is a friend rather. I'm sorry. An enemy of an enemy is a friend.
Ikram Sehgal, a security and defense analyst, thank you for your time and analysis.